I used to have mucus in my stool. This is what was causing it, and this is how I fixed it. So mucus can be caused by two different things. Somebody could either have colitis or ulcerative colitis going on, or they could have hemorrhoids and fissures. So colitis is caused by a traumatic event that put your colon into overdrive. If you get a colonoscopy and you have polyps, the conflict for this is, what is crap I want to get rid of that I can't break down? I can't get rid of it. This crappy boss, this crappy boyfriend, this crappy girlfriend, I can't get rid of this crap and it's driving me crazy. Okay, I'll help you break it down and get rid of it. And it's like on and off, on and off, on and off. Mucus is part of so it develops extra gut cells to help you break this stuff down. And then when it gets resolved, mucus is part of the process of getting rid of it. But if it's on, off, on, off, on, off, mucus keeps getting produced and mucus keeps showing up in the toilet. It could also be a flat growth, which could be, what is something I wanted to absorb, but I couldn't. I wanted to absorb the promotion. I wanted to absorb a sick family member that, wasn't getting any better. I wanted to absorb a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And then if it's always off and on, off and on, off and on, then it's going to keep producing extra mucus and showing up in your stool. So the way to fit, I go over this in much more detail in my 13-day protocol, and in my bio link is my free webinar where it's like a little mini version of this. There is an old memory, an old traumatic memory, like rattling around in our head in this weird spot between the conscious and subconscious mind. We got to find that memory. Like a lot of the times when we grab it with the conscious mind and we show it to the subconscious mind, like, hey, this is stupid. We shouldn't be going in that overdrive. Like, this isn't even an issue for me anymore. Like, please stop. It goes, okay, I'll stop. No, it sounds crazy, but that is what's going on. Our mind controls our whole body. When somebody has hemorrhoids or anal fissures, this is a different conflict that has to do more with our territory, our social status within our groups, and it is either a territorial anger for men, or for women, it could be a territorial anger or an identity conflict. I don't know what territory I belong to. In the conflict active phase, it's cell loss. The mucus is going to show up in the healing phase or in the cell restoration phase. It's doing cell minus to open up the anus so that you can crap on your territory better, so you can mark your territory better. And I know that sounds weird, but most animals mark their territory. This is like old software and hardware, like still inside of us, that our brain, the archaic parts of our brains are still operating off of. I need to crap on my territory. I need to mark my territory. I go in the steps in much more detail in my free webinar, and I take you through this whole process in my 13-day protocol. We need to find the traumatic event that put whatever organ into overdrive. We need to find the PTSD trigger, so we need to write down exactly what we're doing when we get symptoms, and then try to find the connection, see how they're related. And a lot of the times they're silly, like, oh, I got yelled at by a guy in a red shirt, and then my symptoms, that was my conflict shock. Now every time I talk to somebody with a red shirt, even though I love this person, I get symptoms. What's that all about? It can really be that silly, and just seeing that connection consciously can stop the symptoms a lot of the times. I go over a lot more of the science. I show you lab studies and case studies. Go check it out in my bio link.